Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. This video, we give you a piece of breaking news from Star magazine. Harry and Meghan are worst neighbors to break the peaceful in Beverly Hills. It wasn't exactly a blowout celebration. To honor their second wedding anniversary on May 19, Harry and Meghan Markle had a low-key evening at home in Los Angeles with their one-year-old son, Archie. While Harry had hoped to mark the special occasion with some kind of big romantic overture, his efforts were quickly thwarted. Harry wanted to do fireworks, but they're not allowed in Beverly Hills, so it was just a quiet night, says an insider. That's one win for their neighbors. Sources tell Star that living in the same hood as the former royals have been a noisy nightmare. Since arriving in Hollywood in March, Harry and Meghan have been staying in director Tyler Perry's $18 million 8-bedroom Tuscan-style villas tucked inside the exclusive Beverly Ridge Estates gated community. And what was once perceived as a perk, royals next door, is, in reality, an annoyance. People pay millions to live there because it's beautiful, private, and peaceful, says the insider. But with Harry and Meghan around, it's become total chaos. The novelty of having a Duke and Duchess around has made the area a target for gawkers. Helicopters fly overhead carrying photographers vying for shots, while tourists drive around the area hoping to get a peek at the controversial pair. Parking's horrible, and you can hear car horns beeping late at night, gripes an insider. Plus, throngs of fans are always hanging out behind Harry and Meghan's 22-acre home. The hiking trails there are so busy now, adds the insider. People have to find somewhere else to go where there's actual space. In an effort to protect the property from prying eyes, the couple erected giant screens to block the view, only to have residents complain they were eyesores. The pair have also called the police multiple times, but locals are worried about their own safety. They're concerned about crazy stalkers showing up looking for Harry and Meghan, says the insider. It's okay for them because they have a security team, but not everyone else around here does. Non-stop activity isn't the only problem. The insider says that despite their down-to-earth rep, Meghan and Harry have been downright cold to neighbors. They keep to themselves and aren't the slightest bit friendly, says one. When they take their dogs for a walk, they don't make eye contact with anyone. They're especially protective of Archie. One neighbor even noticed they didn't pick up their dog's poop, it's so gross. And even though Harry and Meghan officially walked away from their royal roles, locals predict they'll ask stores to shut so they can shop unbothered by commoners. They've made it chaotic here, says an insider, adding, "We just want things back to normal." Inside the house, Harry and Meghan are hardly living their California dream. Aside from a skeleton crew of staffers and security, they've barely seen anyone, except for one visit with Meghan's mom, Doria Ragland. Doria saw Archie recently while wearing a mask and gloves, says the insider. Of course, she'd love to see her grandson more often. And while things seem to be improving between Harry and his own family, he still has regrets about abruptly leaving them behind. Harry and his older brother, Prince William, 37, are back on speaking terms and have put their differences behind them, says the insider. They aren't as close as they once were, but at least they're heading in the right direction. Even Meghan and Kate Middleton are being civil to each other. Being thousands of miles away has made Harry realize how much he misses everyone, says the insider, adding that he's been very concerned about his grandmother, 94-year-old Queen Elizabeth II. He suffers from pangs of guilt about not being in the UK during the pandemic. They aren't friendly. We just want things back to normal. A neighbor tells Star. Money is another worry for the pair. Work's dried up, and they're struggling to make ends meet, says a source. While they get sent lots of freebies, they don't have much cash coming in. They assumed they'd be raking in millions by now, but they aren't even making thousands, the source reveals. In fact, Harry's dad, Prince Charles, is now chipping in to help pay back the $2.9 million they borrowed from taxpayers to renovate Frogmore Cottage because, the source adds, they can't afford it. Between that and alienating the neighbors, Meghan and Harry have had quite the wake-up call in recent weeks. Says a source, their new life in Los Angeles certainly isn't what they expected. Meanwhile, Women's Day New Zealand reported Meghan's dirty plan to create full of lies stories. If the Duchess of Cambridge was concerned by the fact that unflattering stories about her are mysteriously leaking to the press all of a sudden, which are loosely linked to her sister-in-law, the Duchess of Sussex, she hasn't seen anything yet. Friends are warning Kate that she should prepare for much worse to come, after it was revealed Meghan may have been keeping a private diary about her past 2 years with the royal family, and publishing sources tell Woman's Day she is testing the waters about releasing it to the world. Word is, there are 300 pages of Meghan's handwritten account of life at Kensington Palace, and she focuses a lot of energy on how she didn't get on with Kate, a source tells. None of it is good. Meghan and Kate didn't see eye to eye from the get-go. Kate established her seniority early and Meghan absolutely hated it. She expected to be treated like the Queen, and sadly for her only one of them will reach that status. Kate may bear the brunt of her anger via her poison pen. Reports out of London suggest Meghan began writing her private memoirs when the palace encouraged her to shut down her personal blog The Tig, but she felt it was stifling her creativity. Meghan used The Tig as an outlet, so she channeled it elsewhere, says a source. All her security training warned her not to write classified information down, but that's just not how she operates. She has journaled her deepest thoughts and accounts of all her run-ins with Kate. Ask any publisher, this has bombshell written all over it. A story in UK magazine Tatler recently painted Kate as exhausted and snobby, and even insinuated she may be suffering from an eating disorder. Kensington Palace has slammed the article, saying, the piece is full of lies. Woman's Day can reveal that Meghan's best friend Jessica Mulroney's sister-in-law Vanessa used to work for the Society Bible, prompting suspicions the story was planted by a Sussex sympathiser to fan flames of a rift between Princes William and Harry's wives. It followed news that Meghan had possibly collaborated with Harper's Bazaar reporter Omid Scobie on the upcoming biography Finding Freedom, which details the Sussexes quitting the royals and moving to Los Angeles. Kate knows that she won't be painted well in Finding Freedom, and is dreading its release, says a source. But news of the diary is even worse. Whatever is in that is small fry compared to Meghan's deepest personal thoughts being made public. Kate can't help but wonder if the piece in Tatler and Omid's book are just tests for how successful Meghan's memoir would be. And with Meghan said to be furious that Kate snaps her fingers and Kensington Palace comes running a reference to a legal letter over Tatler's unfavourable profile of the Duchess of Cambridge, it seems her grudge against her sister-in-law isn't going anywhere fast. Industry insiders are predicting the diary could spark a bidding war worth at least $200 million, and with Meghan and Harry scrabbling for cash, they may find it too big of an opportunity to pass up. Meghan is an excellent self-promoter and this is her ultimate chance to be presented exactly how she wants, says a source. The palace, and Kate, would have to be extremely concerned about this diary seeing the light of day. Indeed, is Prince Harry not smiling much these days because of the responsibilities of being a new father and husband? No, it's not fatherhood or being a husband that is making Prince Harry unhappy. Money is getting tight and his marriage isn't going well. He left his family, friends, and country to strike out on his own and make his way in the world. With the advent of the COVID virus, people are grounded and all the traveling, speeches, and fundraising he was planning on isn't happening and may not be feasible in the foreseeable future. He was led to believe that he would be making millions by now, but money isn't coming in except for what Daddy gives him. He doesn't own the roof over his head, and although he's been staying at Tyler Perry's, his time will run out there. Where will he go next? His future is so uncertain. Also, I believe he's becoming disenchanted with his wife. It is well known that if she doesn't get her way, she has a tantrum, and with things not working out well financially, I would imagine he's being subjected to a lot of her tantrums. Marrying the wrong woman, or man, can make your life a living hell. Life is not like he thought it would be. Hollywood is his wife's home and forte, but not the place for Harry. He has looked miserable for a long time. The grass isn't greener on the other side. I bet as was nothing like he had in mind. Meghan Markle is a strong, controlling woman used to getting her own way, with her father and previous male friends. Harry is vulnerable and has suffered a lot from his mental health. He needs to bolt back to the UK. I hope he can get back to where he used to be, in the security of the royal family. And you? Do you agree with me? Please tell me your opinion in the comment section below and we talk about them. And if you feel so prefer with my channel, please subscribe to it anytime you want. Also like and share my video for everyone. Now, thank you and see you in the next videos.